TV begins now.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. And tonight we have a hot one in store for you. It is the Fairbury Speedway, the Schaeffer's Oils Big Block Modified Series, brought to you in part by Team VLR.com. His qualifying efforts all in the books, and we're getting locked and loaded here. Heat race number one, and getting ready to come to post here on the front straightaway and starting on the pole. And that will be Hayden Cardwell in car number 4A. And as they spread outside, driving the number 41, that's Logan Rumsey. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving the car number 46, that is Ryan Underwood. And Cole Capri in the outside of him in the number 71. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving car, in the fifth starting spot, driving car number, I believe that's, trying to take a look here. Looks like an 8 out there, Austin Hunter. And outside him, driving the number 61, that is Josh Peacock. Rolling off the next row back in car number 59, that is Tyler Payne. And outside him is the number 5 of Scooter Black. David Calvin, car number 11J, going to roll off in the 9th starting spot with Justin Hall aboard that number 311, rolling off in the 10th spot. We called for 10 cars or 11 cars out there. We have 10 out there on the field. As we have 10 laps will be the distance here in heat race number 1.
Yeah, it looks like this one's shaping up to be a good one here, Todd. Here at the Fairbury Speedway, always puts on some exciting racing. Now, I'm sure the big blocks from the Northeast are going to put on one heck of a show tonight. I can't wait for this one to get underway. As we're going to come out of turn 4, go iRacing, I flag, green flag racing. Field charges off into turn 1, coming out of back straightaway.
Yeah, down here into turns 3 and 4, and Underwood doors. George checks Rumsey over there in the corner. Really tight track here is the Fairbury Speedway. Hashtag falls. The number 4A of Hayden Cardwell, your race leader. Second is the number 71 of Cole Capri. And here comes that 46 of Ryan Underwood down to the inside. It's a good side-by-side battle. For that second spot is Underwood. Looks to go to the underneath of the number 71 of Cole Capri. Capri right now on the outside. Good side-by-side is Rumsey going way up to the top shelf of the Speedway. Trying to make some headway back there in that car, number 41.
Yeah, Todd, even though the top 3 will transfer right into the feature, these guys both want to get up there and finish as high as they can. Third place just isn't good enough. It's going to bury you back there in the feature. And with it being such a short track, you don't want to be back there in the mix of it. So these two are fighting for everything it's worth. Coming out of turn 2 there, side by side still, the 71 car, Cole Capri. Looks like he's going to take it right now, but Underwood's going to charge back, getting a little bit rough there, going to give him the bumper, trying to get back underneath him, coming out of turn 2. Going to look down there, but they can't hold their breath yet because here comes another, who's that? That's, well, yeah, Logan Rumsey there is going to join the mix with him. He's trying to get up there again to the transfer spot while these two battle it out, but right now your race leader, Hayden Cardwell, is just checking out, loving what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, Hayden Cardwell definitely really fast. They were in that 4A machine, picking the left front tire up off the ground, down through turns 3 and 4. Just pushing it kind of a little bit off the corner for number 4. As those popsicle sticks go up in the air, 2 more trips around. As Cole Capri right now hold on to that second spot. Underwood again looking to the bottom. Then the 41 of Logan Rumsey right there, knocking on the door, pushing the cushion up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Side by side battle though for that second spot still continues. Those guys tapping each other through the corner. Hayden Cardwell pretty much has the field covered. Good battle for the second spot. That number 46 machine of Underwood gets a slider on Cole Capri. And Underwood going to take down the second spot there. So Cole Capri going to finish up third, Rumsey, and then Austin Hunter. So Hayden Cardwell going to take down the victory convincingly. Josh Peacock going to finish up 6th. David Cobb, Justin Holt, Scooter Black, and Tyler Payne running out your 10 cars.
As we're going to get your 3D racing lineup set for heat race number 2. Looks like starting on the pole for this one's going to be the number 92 car. That's actually the 69, excuse me, folks. That's Zane Yost to his outside. It's going to be Devin Morgan in that 112. As your third place starter is going to be the 25 car of Tyler Descharme. To his outside is going to be the 60. That's the 69 car. That's what I thought there. Brent Carter going to be starting on the outside of row number 2. Row number 3 will be made up of Jay Place in the 39 cars, starting in the 5th position. Starting 6th to his outside is going to be Richie Yost in that 29 car. Preston Oberle in the 20 car will be starting 7th, and to his outside is going to be the 331. That's Dustin Hall. Brandon Marlowe will start 9th, and to his outside is going to be the 07 car of Howard Weaver. Actually, I believe Howard's finally got the wrap on the car. He does have the 07 on there, but starting shotgun on the field is going to be the 71 car. That is Connor Williamson. So once again, 11 cars make the call for this one. Going to have 10 laps to get around this little bitty bull ring here, and we just seen the first heat race. They're fighting hard for every position out on the track, so you know this one's going to be no different.
Yeah, looking at that, we're going to have 4 heat races. Top 3 will transfer on to the A main, so those 3 don't have to go through the consolation events there. And those are going to be barn burners too in themselves. As the green flag getting ready to come out here out of turn number 4. It is Zane Yost and number 93 down to the bottom, and immediately way up to the top shelf was Devin Morgan, and he drops like a rock through the field. Number 25, Tyler Descharme now up to 2nd. So Descharme was the benefactor there, making his move up to the 2nd spot. Brett Carter up to 3rd. The 112 went all the way back to the 5th spot. Devin Morgan, but Jay Place now up to 4th.
Yeah, Devin Morgan. Oh, we got a car rolling over there in turn 3 and 4.
Jay Place.
Wow. Jay Place going for a wild ride over there. Not quite sure what happened there. Have to take a look at it again. Oh. Yeah, Todd, it looks like he just got down there and got in them ruts, hooked it wrong, and hooked it right on over. Boy, that was a wild ride for him, definitely. Didn't see that coming, I'll be honest with you here, Todd.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. Usually Jay Place, you're starting to see him up there battling it out with everybody, so definitely interesting to see him go for a ride like he did.
So we're going to get them stacked back up here, 2 by 2, all the way through the field here. Pace car is going to make that hard left-hand turn as we're going to roll out of turn 4 this time by your race leader in the 93, Zane Yost, going to lead the field as he comes out of turn 4. Here's the iRace Night Flag green flag out in the air. Zane Yost charging down on the 1 and 2 on the bottom, trying to make it work down there. Here comes Descharme on the outside, trying to get the run. Not quite going to get it, but he's still got a nose just a little bit there, trying to get around Zane.
And Zane Yost right now, your race leader with the number 25, Tyler Descharme still right there knocking on the door. The 112 now, Devin Morgan, 2-time feature winner here in the Schaeffer Oils Big Block Modified Series, running in that 3rd spot as Brett Carter running in 4th. So he's trying to get around the 3rd place running number 112 so he doesn't have to go to that consolation event. Meanwhile, the number 29, Richie Yost down to the inside too. He's trying to make some headway. Dustin Hall running in 6th in the 331, and Howard Weaver running in that 7th spot.
Yeah, Weaver's got some ground to make up if he wants to get up there and make another show. It's been a rough season for him, but we know he's capable of making these shows here. It's been kind of a surprise to see him back there in the back. So if he doesn't make something happen, though, he's going to have to go through that B main as we got a battle, barn burner of a battle here going on here with, who's that? That's 69 of Brent Carter and Richie Yost over there. They're beating and banging. Richie going to get the better end of that deal and fall into the 4th position now. He's trying to concentrate on Devin Morgan, trying to get around him, chase him down. Morgan looking to the inside of Descharme. Now he's going to do the crossover and go to the outside. Descharme using every inch of the track around this thing to try to get as best traction as he can as the popsicle sticks are out. That time by, folks. 2 to go.
And 2 laps to go, and it's been all Zane Yost here in heat race number 2. As that white flag looks like it's going to come out now this time around for that number 93, which is the 25 of Tyler Descharme running in 2nd. The 3rd place running 112 of Devin Morgan. As they come down here through 3 and 4, it's going to be Zane Yost picking up heat race number 2. 2nd going to go to Tyler Descharme, Devin Morgan for 3, the final transfer. And then you have Richie Yost, Justin Hall, Brett Carter, Howard Weaver, Connor Williamson, Preston Overley, and Brandon Marlowe, Jay Place. Those guys all going to go to tonight's consolation events.
We'll get your 3D racing lineup. Heat race number 3 out here on the track. Starting on the pole tonight for this heat race is going to be the 38 car. That's Evan Say. To his outside is going to be the 105 of Sheldon Overly. Shad Prescott in the 14 will be starting inside row number 2, and to his outside is going to be the 57 of Jason Staffney. Staffney. The 99 of Eric Palmer will start 5th, and to his outside is going to be Jacob Lassiter in the 13 car. Should be in the 51 actually there. Scoring's got a little messed up, but the 22 car of Sean Chris will be starting 7th, and to his outside is going to be Travis Creech in the 75. Last row is going to be made up of the 41 car. Looks like he's actually in the 24 car there, folks. That's going to be Landon Koch. And starting shotgun on the field, which he doesn't even make it out there. Missed the call, it looked like. That should have been Randall Carter in the 37, but not going to make it. So we got 9 cars on the track for 10 laps. Ought to be a heck of a race here, and we'll see how these guys are going to battle through here. Todd, we've seen the car already get over once because of the ruts. Is it going to happen again? We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, I have to wait and see here. The Milner Media Design heat races here have been so good so far here through heat 1 and heat number 2. Looks like the leader has been able to get by and lead a bunch of laps here tonight. So we'll see if that's going to happen here. Be the case here in heat race number 3 as the green flag flies. Now racing high flag green flag is that number 105 of Sheldon Overly. Looks down to the inside. The 14 machine of Shad Prescott, who had all kinds of trouble last week trying to transfer himself in here tonight. Shad Prescott, that D1RT sponsored ride. With the number 57 of Jason Stenny up to the outside, now trying to take over the third and final transfer from that number 14 of Shad Prescott. Prescott now drops back to 4th. Meanwhile, Overly trying everything he can to get by Evan Say in that number 33 machine.
Yeah, they're battling door handle to door handle there all the way around this track. Now it looks like Say's going to go ahead and check out just a little bit as I say that. As your second place runner, Sheldon Overly has got some work to do now to go chase him down. Say's up there on the top shelf hustling, so looks like he's got the car to beat for sure, but Overly is definitely searching now, trying to find something to go chase him down, but Say steadily pushing him or pulling away, it looks like.
I would say definitely fast there in that number 33 machine. Overly still running in second. Shad Prescott in the 4th spot there behind Jason Stenny. He's trying to get back into the 3rd and final transfer spot, but man, Jason just pretty quick there, now pulling up next to and around Overly in that 105 machine. Meanwhile, Jacob Laster in car number 51 is having a good battle there with Eric Palmer in that number 99 machine. Palmer now looking on the inside. Oh, Overly going for a ride over there. The 105 machine of Sheldon Overly up on the wall over there, so that's going to give up a spot to Shad Prescott. Now Prescott is going to be in that 3rd and final transfer spot. Overly did regroup pretty quick, but man, he's got a little bit of distance to go here with only 2 to go.
Yeah, it looks like he just jumped that berm coming off the turn there and got to the wall. It hurt him a bunch, but so now he's trying to fight back on the bottom, trying to get around the 99 car. That's Palmer he's racing with right now, trying to get into the 4th position. As right now your top 3 is going to be Evan Say, Jason Savney, and Shad Prescott. Prescott got a heck of there's some really good cars behind him trying to get around him, but he's doing a good job holding them off, and he looks like he might transfer in this time through this thing as we're coming around to take the checkered flag. And yeah, that's going to do it, folks. Evan Say is going to be your winner. Jason Stavney in the 57 will be 2nd. Shad Prescott will finish 3rd. Eric Palmer will finish 4th. As the scoring goes away there, Sheldon Overly will come home 5th after the bad luck there. Jacob Lassner will come home 6th. 7th place will be Travis Creech. Landon Koch, Sean Chris, and Randall Carter will round out your field.
All right, thanks. There's heat race number 3 in the books. We're going to move on here to heat race number 4. And starting on the pole, this one, driving the car, number 127, that'll be Blake Majulis, and outside of him, driving the number 80 machine, that is Dylan Wilson. As you roll on in to row number 2, that is Benji Killen in that number 75 machine, and outside of him, Mike Augustine aboard car number 72. We roll off in the 5th starting spot, driving car number 85, that is Hunter Hack, and outside of him, that's Shane Bennett aboard car number 18. Braden Graham in car number 40 going to roll off position number 7. And James Boniface to his outside in the 213 ride. And shotgun on the field in a row all by himself. Leatherstein not answering the call. But that's the driver of the Superior number 44. That's Anthony Perego.
So, Justin, I got a question for you. Did you get your I flag?
I think he had a phone call. I think the phone is right next to him. He's always playing on that darn phone in the booth. And green flag going to come out here for heat race number 4, the fourth and final heat race of the evening. At the 127 of Blake Majulis leading down the back straightaway here into turns 3 and 4. But Dylan Wilson running in that second spot. Third is Benji Killian. Mike Augustine running in the fourth spot. Hunter Heck running in fifth in that number 85 machine, now dropping back to sixth. As it looks like Hunter Heck going to be back in the fifth spot there. Battling it out, duking it out with Shane Bennett here is Anthony Prego. Now up to the seventh spot there in the number 44 machine. We'll see if he can do anything to try to make himself into tonight's day, man. He's going to get a good spot here at the Fairbury Speedway. Very difficult track to maneuver here around Fairbury. Hashtag Falls. The Big Block Modified is not normally here. Definitely a tight track, but it's a lot of tight tracks up here in the Northeast for the big blocks. So good to see these guys out here. So far, been good racing through heat race 1, 2, and 3 for the Miller Media and Design heat races here tonight. So Blake Majulis in that 127, setting sail there in front of Dylan Wilson in that 80D. The final transfer right now belongs to the number 75 machine of Killian. And then you have Mike Augustine and Hunter Heck right there in the fifth spot in car number 85. And then you have Anthony Prego, who's sliced and diced his way up to the sixth spot there in car number 44. This track is definitely difficult to navigate there. The 127 showing a very quick way around right now. The track seems to be just a little bit different there. As the heat races go on, the track is really wearing. It's starting to have these cars slip slide around, and you're watching the groove right now transfer all the way up to the top shelf. You don't see a lot of guys down on the bottom of the speedway. That's because the track is transitioning up there. Through 3 and 4, you see the guys kind of pulling that slider line. But they're trying to catch the front two right now who are putting on a clinic. That is Blake Majulis and Dylan Wilson. Wilson and Majulis through corners 3 and 4 for the checkered flag. The 127 going to take down heat race number 4. Dylan Wilson for second. Benji Killian for 3. And you have Mike Augustine, Anthony Prego, Hunter Heck, James Boniface, Shane Bennett, Braden Graham, and Jacob Leverstein rounding out your top 10. So getting ready for consolation event number 1 here, and starting on the pole, driving car number 41. That is Logan Rumsey and his dancing partner on the outside. Driving the number 99, that is Eric Palmer. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving car number 8, that is Austin Hunter. And outside him, that is Shelvin Overley aboard car 105. Josh Peacock in the number 61, the Harris Hustler, going to roll away in the fifth spot with Jacob Lester to his outside in car number 13. David Cobb aboard car number 11. Jake going to roll off in the seventh spot with Travis Creech aboard car number 75 to his outside in the position number 8. Ninth star sees Justin Holt aboard the number 311 with Landon Koch to his outside. Scooter Black in car number 5 going to roll away 11th with Sean Grice in that number 22 machine. The 22 going to roll away in the 12th spot. We're going to take half the field here in consolation event number 1. 6 cars will transfer on to the main. I know you guys got a favorite out there. Let us know who you think is going to take down this consolation event. Who's not going to make it here into the feature here tonight?
Definitely got a bunch of fast cars here, Todd. So going to be interesting to see who does and who doesn't make it. I know there's going to be some broken hearts after this one, that's for sure.
So, Justin, you didn't hear my question, did you?
No.
Did you get your I flag?
Not yet. I have not got it yet. It is in transit as we go iRacing, I-Flag, green flag racing though right now. The 41 car, that's Logan Rumsey taking the early lead. Palmer going to get past for second there by the 8 car of Austin Hunter. Hunter looking at the inside of Rumsey, trying to take away that top spot as they battle down into turn 1. Rumsey Looks like he got into the wall, or excuse me, that was Hunter. He got into the tire just a little bit down there, upset the car. He's going to fall back there to the 4th or 5th spot. Now he's going to have to try to battle back up there as here comes Palmer going to take the 2nd spot away.
And Josh Peacock gets all kinds out of shape, and he goes backwards as he was trying to keep it off a couple of those cars up there, kind of coming across his nose there. So he gets out of shape now all the way back to the 11th spot, but that could change here in a matter of an instant here. With these cars, with this track, this Fairbury Speedway, definitely a very technical track here. And you're watching a lot of cars starting to push up the track and definitely having a lot of handling issues here come this first consolation event.
Yeah, the ruts are starting to get pretty wild out there as I just seen Palmer just about go for a ride as we've seen others do in the heat race. But fortunately for him, he kept it on all 4 and kept it going, but he did fall back quite a few spots. Now he's in danger there, falling back outside of the top 6, so he's gonna have to get back on the game. But I'll tell you what, there's a car on the track right now that has got it locked in, and that is the 41 car of Logan Rumsey. He is checking out from the field, folks.
Yeah, Rumsey was definitely fast here tonight, and his heat race just had some bad luck, and it had some really, really stout drivers in it. And he had a good starting spot here for the C main. Said only top 6 are transferring on to the A main here tonight. And we're watching those top 6 cars right now. Travis Creech definitely right now is the final transfer spot being held down by him.
Yeah, Creech doing everything he can, though, to hold on because he's got a slew of cars behind him that are starting to slowly catch him, and they definitely want to get around him. The 11 car, the 11 car, David Cowell, always quick every week, and it's kind of surprising to see him outside looking in of a B main right now as we're coming around to complete lap number 10. So we only got about 5 laps to go here, folks, before this one's wrapped up. If you want to get in, you got to stand on it now because the opportunities are running out, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely running out here with 4 laps to go, and it's just Logan Rumsey putting on a clinic here. Austin Hunter starting to reel him in, though, in that number 8 machine with Sheldon Overly running in 3rd. Jacob Laster in 4th, Eric Palmer and Travis Creech right now rounding out your top 6. As here comes David Cobb down the inside in that 11J machine, trying to do everything he can to try to get into the feature event. Oh, it gets into the side of Travis. Travis had that final transfer, and 11J kind of gummed it up there. But David Cobb now moves into the final transfer.
Yeah, Cobb going to move in, but look at there. Creech battling back hard on the inside. Almost slid it up there into Cobb, but thought better of it. Checked up a little bit as we're going to come around this time and get the white flag. White flag is out. Creech trying everything he can to get back into that transfer spot. What's going to happen coming down here in 3 and 4? Creech's going to throw it down in there as hard as he can. We'll see who gets it here. Oh, Creech not going to be able to complete the slide job, and Cobb going to come home 6th, so he'll be your final transfer as Logan Rumsey will win this thing by a long shot. Austin Hunter will come in 2nd. Sheldon Overly will be 3rd. 4th place is going to go to Jacob Lassiter. 5th place will be Eric Palmer. We already discussed David Cobb got 6th. Travis Creech will come up 1 spot short in 7th. Justin Holt come home 8th. 9th place will be Landon Koch. Josh Peacock, the Harris Hustler, unfortunately finishing back there in 10th after a little bit of bad luck. Scooter Black will come home 11th, and rounding out the field will be Sean Chris, as we'll get your B main number 2 lineup here for you folks.
Yeah, B main number 2 going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving car number 29. That will be Richie Yost and his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 20, or excuse me, the 72. That is Mike Augustine. Pulling off in the 3rd starting spot, driving car number 69. That is Brett Carter to his outside, the superior number 44. That's Anthony Perego. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting spot, driving the car number 331. That is Justin Hall. And outside him, the number 85. That is Hunter Hack. Rolling off in the 7th starting spot, driving car number 07, the iRacing iFlag number 07. That is Howard Weaver. And scheduled to go on the outside of him is the 213 of James Boniface. He is out there on the track, definitely coming in and out, but he is rolling away in that 8th spot. 9th spot will be car number 71 of Connor Williamson. Outside of him will be Shane Bennett in car number 18. Preston Overly aboard car number 17. Going to roll away in the 11th spot with Brendan Graham. And then number 40 machine rolling away 12th. 13th will be Brandon Marlowe. Jacob Levinstein, what's scheduled will be there. Then Jay Place rounding out your 15 cars. Going to be 14 cars on the speedway as the iRacing iFlag green flag comes out, and Richie Yost leads that charge down into turn number 1. Everybody else going immediately to the top of the speedway.
Yeah, it looks like the top shelf is where you want to be right now to be fast. Maybe about a lane down over there in three and four, but in 1 and 2, you got to just about put it up there on the wall if you want to get around this track at any kind of quick pace, and that's where most of them are trying to get to. As we see the whoops section over there in 3 and 4 really starting to play a role in this race. In all these races, really, we've seen the 72 car get upset and just about getting to the wall. He's going to fall back there to third place now. That's Mike Augustine.
Yeah, Mike Augustine, definitely, like you said, you're talking about him as in that number 72 machine, running in that third spot there, right there with Anthony Parego. Parego now looking down to the bottom of that number 72 machine. You're just watching Augustine. It looks like he's got a whale of a push over there in the corner. As now the 44 Parego able to seal the deal there through corners 1 and 2 and take over the third spot. Then he makes a little bit of love to the outside retaining ball through 1 and 2. So it's going to be Parego and Augustine now battling out for third.
Tell you what, Howard Weaver is starting to make his move in charge of the field. He's up there to 6, trying everything he can to get up there a little bit better so he's not right on the bubble, because he's got 4 or 5 cars right behind him doing everything they can to pass one another, but also to get up there and pass him. There's a little bit of contact behind him, but they're going to keep it going. That's going to help Howard out for sure, as James Boniface, one got a half spun there, but he kept it going. So we'll stay green. Boniface is right now on the bumper of Weaver for that transfer spot. So it's about to heat up, folks, as we're coming around to complete lap number 8 this time by.
Yeah, James Boniface in that number 213 machine already there. Oh, that Mike Augustine number 72 goes around. Yellow out on the field here at Fairbury Speedway. As the yellow flag comes out here, the consolation event number 2.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Mike Augustine. Had a real good run going. Had to take a look back to see exactly what happened here. Yeah, oh yeah, he tried to throw it up there, and the car in front of him, who was that in front of? That's Parego there. Was pretty much running the cut. Well, he's coming off the top side, coming down, and Augustine was coming up. They meet, and unfortunately, Augustine caught the bad end of it. He gets turned around, so have to see how the admins are going to score that, but they're going to get them lined back up 2 by 2 again. So we're going to go back racing here pretty quick. As the green flag is back in the air, Richie Yost going to charge it back off into turn 1 and 2 as your race leader, as the 69 car of Carter is trying to chase him down, looking to the inside over here in 3 and 4. Is he going to be able to do anything with him? Looks like he gets a little bit of a run, but the car gets a push there, going to fall back behind him. Richie Yost still going to be your race leader. Carter trying to get around him again, coming out of turn 2, looking at the bottom. Not quite enough over in 3 and 4. Here comes the 331, or excuse me, that's the 331 there of Dustin Hall. So we see Weaver now. Howard Weaver's moved up to 4th, so we've talked about him earlier, folks. He's got a fast car. As we complete lap number 12 or lap number 11, he's up there to 4th. Is he going to be able to get up there and challenge your leaders? Looking to the inside of the 331 of Dustin Hall. Gets a good run coming off of 4th. Still to the inside over in 1 and 2. Will he be able to do anything? But right now, folks, the race for the transfer spot is really heating up as Parego has fell back here. Right now, he's in the 7th position. 1 spot looking out. He's going to have to get on it here as we'll have 2 laps to go this time by. Or excuse me, the white flag will come out this time by. This one's went by pretty quick. Parego sitting in 7th, trying to get around Boniface and Jay Place. White flag is out. 1 more trip around the speedway. What's Parego going to do? He's going to look to the inside of Boniface. Coming over here, coming out of turn 3 and 4 in 6th place is going to go to Boniface. He'll get it as Weaver and got turned around there. Him and the 16 car get together, but they'll transfer in as well. The 29 car of Richie Yost will be your winner of B main number 2. Brent Carter in the 69 will finish 2nd. 3rd place is going to go to Dustin Hall. Howard Weaver will come home 4th. Jay Place will come home 5th. James Boniface will get your final transfer position. Anthony Parego is going to finish 1 spot out in 7th. That's a hard one to take right there after running so good for most of this race. Shane Bennett will come home 8th. 9th place will be Preston Overly. Connor Williamson will come home 10th. 11th place will be Brandon Graham. 12th place will be Brandon Marlowe, and then Hunter Heck and Mike Augustine both called it quits early. But right now, folks, we're going to throw it down in the infield for the playing of our national anthem. So we'll take a little bit of break and we'll be right back with you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave?
And welcome back, race fans, to the Schaeffer's Oil 358 Modified Big Block Series here. I should say not 358, the Big Block Modified Series, not 358. They're the smaller versions, but they would be interesting to see here at Fairbury too. But the Schaeffer's Oil Big Block Modified Tour presented by Team VLR.com as we get locked and loaded for tonight's A-Main 3D Racing starting lineup. Going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 4A, that's Hayden Cardwell. In his dancing part of the outside, driving car number 93, that's Zane Young.
The 38 car of Evan Say is going to start third. To his outside is going to be the 17 car, that's Blake Majulis.
Inside row number 3, driving car number 46. That will be Ryan Underwood in his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 25. That's Tyler Ducharme.
The 57 car of Jason Stabney is going to be in the 7th position, starting to his outside in the 86, it looks like, or excuse me, the 80 car, that'll be Dylan Wilson.
Inside row number 5 in the 9th starting spot, driving car number 71, that'll be Cole Green. Outside of him, the 2-time feature winner here, the Schaeffer's Oil Big Block Modified Touring Series, that's the 112, that's Devin Morgan.
Dad Prescott in that 14 car is going to be starting 11th, and to his outside is going to be the 75 car of Benji Killigan.
Inside row number 7 in the 13th starting spot, driving car number 41. That is Logan Rumsey, and to his outside, the number 29. That's Richie Yost.
Austin Hunter in the 18 car, or in the 8 car, is going to be starting in the 15th position. To his outside is going to be the 69 car of Brandon Carter.
17th starting spot, and sees the 105 of Sheldon Overly with Justin Hall to his outside in the 331.
Jacob Lassiter in the 51 car will be starting 19th, and 20th would be the 07 car. That's Howard Weaver.
Eric Palmer, Jay Place, David Cobb, and James Boniface round out your 24-hour car field. iRacing flag, green flags in the air, and we're underway. 60-lap feature event here at the Fairbury Speedway.
As we see the field charging off into turn 1 down the back straightaway, boy, they got just a slew of cars all over this track looking for every inch, trying to gain it. We got 3 and 4 wide battling right now, but it looks like your race leader is going to be, that's Zane Yost, excuse me. He is your race leader, charging, leading it right now.
And Zane Yost, that number 93 machine leading the event. Here comes Evan Say down the inside. The Team VLR number 33 machine locked and loaded. And his victim there, that number 93 of Zane Yost, as he's looking down to the bottom, trying to get around him here through the corner, down that back straightaway, the small back straightaway here to turn number 3. Side-by-side battle for the race lead. This time at the line, looks like Evan Say going to be your new race leader, number 33.
Evan Say going to take away the lead, like Todd said there, but they're still side by side, and they're already starting to catch a few, well, at least one car. Well, he actually pulls off the track there, so they're going to have clean track ahead of them, but they're going to catch lap traffic here quick, folks. It's a short little ball ring here, pretty much flat, so getting around it pretty good. Zane Yost falling back there to third. Underwood going to get around him now, it looks like. So Zane Yost will fall back to third. Your race leader is starting to slowly check out from the rest of the field, but as we say that, Underwood is definitely trying as the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out.
Ooh. Brett Carter. Eric Palmer involved in that one.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Eric Palmer kind of got into the 16 car, and Carter had nowhere to go there, had to spin it out to keep from hitting him. But they both look okay, so looks like they'll gather it back up and catch back up to the field. Boy, Todd, that was a heck of a start we had there. A couple different cars battling for the race lead, so race leader Evan Say able to get out there in that 33 car. But Underwood was slowly chasing them down there before the caution flag came out. So it's going to be interesting to see, starting on the outside, what he's going to be able to do, as they're going to roll through 3 and 4, 2 by 2 right now, coming to take the green flag. And it looks like the iRacing flag, green flag is out. Say is going to be your race leader, able to slide up in front of Underwood. But here comes Yost on the inside of Underwood, trying to take away the second position.
Yeah, right now, Ryan Underwood running in that second spot, and Yost down to the inside, and these guys all over each other. And they're watching them smack each other towards the middle of a portion of the pack. You can just see the huge checkups from these drivers. But that 33 of Evan Say, your race leader with Underwood for second, is Zane Yost third. And now Hayden Cardwell going to the outside there in that number 4A machine. trying to get around Yost to himself, and Blake Majulis down to the inside in car number 127.
Yeah, as we are 2 and 3 wide back there for about the 5th position on back. They are just all over one another. Now they're even 3 wide for the 3rd position as your top 2 slowly starting to check away. It just makes you wonder, is Underwood just trying to bide his time as a 60-lap race? We're just 10 laps in, but the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come back out. Not quite sure here. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. As well, not really sure what happened there. Hayden Cardwell was involved there, as he has fell way back here. Oh yeah, now we see it. Yeah, he got kind of bounced around like a pinball back there on the back straightaway. He got into the wall and got into Yost. Oh, wow. Definitely unfortunately for him. As the base truck's going to make that hard left-hand turn on the back straightaway, going into the infield as they're going to come out of 3 and 4. And the iRace and iFlag green flag is going to be back out. Say he's going to be your race leader down in turn 1 and 2 once again.
As the 93 of Yost gets a good run this time down to the inside. Blake Majulis now trying to make it almost 3 wide for that 2nd spot. Oh, some contact between Yost and Underwood. Looks like a wrestling match going on over there in the corner. And now Yost will have to track some more contact being made, and Underwood getting shift back 4 and 5 wide back here. Folks, that doesn't often work here at Fairbury, and these guys getting ousted out of the way, and Underwood dropping like a rock right now at number 46.
Yeah, Underwood definitely got the bad end of the stick on all that mess there, and he has felt all the way back to about, it appears he's back there just about the 10th place now. Actually, almost back there in 12th place, so definitely unlucky for him and unfortunate, but he's got a fast car, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him charge back up through this field once we kind of get a single filed out. But right now they're 3 and 4 wide in front of him, around him, so he's got some work to do here.
They definitely have some work to do, as Evan say right now, trying to check out here on Zane Yost. Blake Majulis running in that 3rd spot. Dylan Wilson running in the 4th. Chad Prescott running in the 5th spot. Tell you, Devin Morgan right there, too, battling out for 5th. Then you have the 71 machine of Gold Free, Jason Snenny in that number 57. And then guess what? Jay Place, who started scratch on the field here, 24th position, now up to the 9th spot. So good run for Jay Place there in that VLR number 16.
Yeah, it's definitely a good run for him. Right now, we're starting to see the top 4 slowly pull away from your field as Devin Morgan is trying to get up into the 5th position, but he's got a barn burner of a battle with Chad Prescott right now. Prescott going to get in them ruts just a little bit, but the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out once again. Oh, looks like Richie Yost has got some serious, Yost has got some serious problems over here. Yeah, the 213 got crossed up, it looks like, and Yost had kind of nowhere to go, got into him, and a few other cars bounced off of him, and Yost having to try to work to get that car working again. So he'll line it back up at the back half of the field. And we'll get this feature racing line back up as we have completed 18 laps now. Wow, it looks like the pace truck's pulling in. We're going to go single or side by side one more time here. Coming around in 3 and 4, about to take the green flag. As the iRace and iFlag green flag is back out. As we got us a battle for the lead now. Looks like the 127's up there charging, trying to get around your race leader. Is he going to be able to? Oh, no. It's like a car back there got turned half sideways, kept it going. No, we're going to stay green flag racing. Blake Majulis up here trying to take away the 2nd position from Yost. That's the other Yost.
Oh!
Well, Howard Weaver is going to be involved as the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out one more time. That's the Charm and Weaver back there.
Overly got into the side of him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Overly and Descharme got together. Howard had nowhere to go and just pounded Descharme over there in 3 and 4. Unfortunate for him. Hopefully for his sake, there's not too much damage. He can keep it going and keep that charge going up to the front of the field like he was. Yeah, it appears that. Yeah, there's a lot of action happening on the track there. So, but it appears Sheldon Overly is going to get the penalty for that one, so he'll go to the back of the pack. As they're going to get him racked and stacked one more time, trying to get this thing going. Had a good little run there at the start, but now these yellow flags have really plagued us here. Hopefully we can get this thing rolling and keep the green flags rolling, as we're going to come around to complete lap 22 as the iRacing I-Flag green flag is back out. Evan Say is once again going to throw it on the high side, trying to slam the door on the 33 or the 93 car, but here comes Majulis on the inside of both of them. Is he going to be able to throw the slide job and clear it? He does. We got a new race leader, but here comes Say back on the bottom. Going to take the, well, he's actually going to be in second. Looks like Majulis will be your leader, but Say has comfortably got it now. Here comes Majulis one more time.
I tell you, guy, you're talking about that. Here comes the 16 of Jay Place, too. He's into that fray just as much as those top three guys. He's running in that fourth spot. But Blake Majulis and 33 of Evan Say exchanging sliders. Majulis back to the race lead. Yost right there, too. Here comes the 71 machine.
Boy, folks, there is a heck of a barn burner going on up here for the race. We got about 5 cars that can take the lead at any corner. It looks like that's Say going to take the lead, but here comes Majulis and Yost back on the inside over in 3 and 4. They're going to cross them over as the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out one more time. Wow. Uh-oh, do we got a turtle over there?
We got a leaner over there, too. 69, a leader. We have 3 points over in that corner.
Yes, it looks like we're going to rack up the points over here. Oh, wow. Wow, a bunch of cars getting together. Unfortunate there. Is that Descharme's back in that? Yost back in that? And it looks like Brent Carter is going to call it a night after that one. Unfortunate for him. He's kind of had a rough evening here in the A main event.
David Cobb was the guy upside down for the turtle.
Oh, yeah, Cobb was upside down there. Bunch of pretty good cars and cars that we, wouldn't have been surprised to see up front got up in that one, so unfortunate for them. But we're racked and stacked one more time, and we're going to go back green flag racing as we come out of turn 4, and the iRacing I-Flag green flag's back out. Majulis going to throw it on the high side as your race leader, but here comes Say on the bottom trying to get around him.
Yeah, I would say now lurking down on the bottom side of the speedway, trying to get around down the 93 machine of Zane Yost as Blake Majulis, your race leader. Kind of a different story now after that restart. We're not even halfway home yet, folks, and we still got a lot of racing left to go here at the Fairbury Speedway. But Evan Say now down the inside, trying to get around the 93 of Yost. Zane now back to the bottom of the number 127 machine. So those guys going at it. The 71 of Colacabri right there, and the 112 also into the fray too. Again, that is Devin Morgan. So there's a lot of good racing going on here. Logan Rumsey up here too.
Yeah, we got, like we were saying, folks, we got about 5 cars that can really take the lead just about any corner. But right now, Majulis is actually kind of checked out, comfortable up there, doing that slider line over in 3 and 4. So he's got your race lead. But Yost is on the outside, trying everything he can, trying to cross over down the back straightaway, look to the inside, look back to the outside. It's starting to heat up good here, folks. We're just past halfway, so things are really going to start shaking out here in the next few laps.
Yeah, things are really starting to settle down. Like you said, lap 32 going to be lap 33 now for Blake Majulis and then Zane Yost. Then you also have the number 33 machine of Evan Sayes. Bill Breed looks down the inside, and the number 71 machine Logan Rumsey running in fifth. The 16 now starting to fall back. That is Jay Place. Place still not coming up off that bottom. I think he's thinking that's going to come back here, or maybe just set up for the bottom there, Gledhill. I know once in a while he is that you clear down the bottom just a little bit. Does Jay Place?
Yeah, it's kind of one of them things. He looks like the car is just set for the bottom, and he's kind of stuck down there right now. Unfortunately, the track going away from him. So maybe it'll come back to him, or maybe he'll cool the tires down just enough to be able to chase down these race leaders. But unfortunately, right now, the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out one more time. As it looks like, oh, Eric Palmer, and also that was the 80 car. Dylan Wilson got together. We're going to catch the bad end of that. Looks like Wilson's going to call it a night, actually. So, unfortunate for both them drivers. Palmer also going to call it a night. So the field is starting to slim out just a little bit here, but we still got some healthy cars out here and some real fast cars. And, you know, it did settle down up there at the front just a little bit, but I'm telling you, folks, it just settled down. It's like the middle of a hurricane there, the eye of the storm. It settles down before it gets real interesting. So I'm getting ready for it to get real interesting. How about you, Todd?
Yeah, definitely. As watching these guys go at it there, they're going 4 and 5 wide, and as these laps keep clicking off, you're going to see them get even more wild.
Yours, they're gonna delay the caution here, trying to make sure they got the lineup correct. But it appears that the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado is going to make that hard left-hand turn on the back straightaway. So we're going to be going green flag racing this time by rolling down into 3 and 4. Blake Majulis, your leader. He'll try to get a good start, and he does as the iRacing I flag green flags back out. Majulis is your race leader, putting it up on the high side, trying to slow down that run of Yost behind him. But here comes Evan Say on the bottom, trying to get around Yost over in 3 and 4.
Yeah, they're definitely Say down to the inside there. That number 93 machine of Zane Yost. Here comes the 71. Oh, contact there between Cabri and the 93. Going to bottle the field back up, and look at Yost go back to the second spot.
Yeah, Yost was able to get around the 33 of Evan Say, but Evan Say going to throw the slide job right back on him. Here comes the crossover from Yost. What's going to happen down here in 3 and 4, folks? Looks like Say's going to go to the bottom, kind of chop down that slide job, so Yost not able to clear him. Right now, Say is your second place runner, trying to chase down your race leader of the 127 of Blake Majulis. Blake loving what he's seeing back there, though, because he's slowly starting to check away from these guys as they're battling hard.
Yeah, they're definitely battling really, really hard out there, and these guys for second, third, and fourth have gone 3 wide a couple of different times. That 112 of Devin Morgan, also right there into the fray at 41 of Logan Rumsey. Then you also have the 105 of Sheldon Oberle now going down into the bottom of the speedway. But that number 46 machine has made his way back up to the 8th there. Ryan Underwood, after falling back here early, now up to 8th.
Yeah, he's slowly charging through the field, just cutting them by one as he can. But right now, the 71 car up, the Milner Median Design caution flag will come back out. Have to see exactly what happened there. It looks like we might have had a car expire an engine over there. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like Richie Yost, maybe the throttle hung on him going over there in the 1 and 2, and boy, he hit the wall a ton over there, unfortunately. And he, well, he got us another point there, Todd, as he landed on the roof. I'll give him an extra point for style on the landing.
Yeah. You gonna get an extra point? Are we getting some more points? How many points is that there, Glenn?
Yeah, I believe we're at 4 right now, so.
At least we're not close to the record.
Yeah, don't need to get close to that because the racing here is pretty good as we've completed 42 laps, and that iRacing.com Chevy Silverado makes that hard left-hand turn one more time. So we're going to go back racing coming out of 4. As the iRacing I flag, green flag back out, Majulis gets a good lead going down to turn 1, holding off your second place runner right now, Evan Say. But here comes Richie Yost looking to the inside, trying to get around both of them. Or excuse me, that's Zane Yost.
Yeah, Zane Yost definitely trying to get around both of those drivers there, but they've been pretty fast here this evening. Yost has got a fast car too. Don't count him out there, but he seems to be faster on the longer type of run there. Right now, he's trying to gather back in, and you get out of a rhythm. Once you're in that rhythm there, just knocking off laps, so you have some green flag racing. Before yellow flag comes out, it seems like sometimes you just get kind of cold, and your rhythm not there. And it looks like he's trying to build that back, and the car right now not responding the way it was here earlier with that number 93.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like everybody's kind of slowed down. Zane maybe a little bit more than others, but he's still able to hold down that third place position. So going to be interesting to see. He could just be saving some tire there, but right now your front two pulling away from the rest of the field. Evan Say in second, Blake Majulis is your race leader. Say is staying right there with Majulis now, so just kind of probably biding his time, waiting for maybe a few more laps to make his move. Don't want to make it too early because he might screw both of you up and have the rest of the field catch you. It's a lot better if you can check out from him. As it appears right now that, let's see.
Evan Say was faster last time around.
Yeah, he's definitely been faster than him. So just waiting for the opportunity, I believe. I think Majulis is trying to run a more defensive line, and it's not really giving an opportunity for Say to get around him. But I'll tell you what, folks, is we're inside 10 laps to go right now, and Blake Majulis can run that defensive line all he wants, but the closer we get down inside 5 to go and down to even 3 to go, that defensive line isn't going to hold up too much when you're a lot faster than the guy in front of you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out here. Is Evan Say right there starting to close the gap there? But it's one thing to catch another person, is another thing to pass him. And Blake Majulis definitely has a fast car in the center of the corner, that 127 machine. But Evan Say just has the momentum off the corner in that number 33 machine. We'll see if that's going to happen here. It looks like Say's starting to play a little bit of peekaboo, playing a little bit of games there with that number 127.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to let him know that, hey, I know the laps are winding down, and I'm going to remind you that I am here, and I'm ready to pounce as soon as you're ready to let me. So right now, Majulis keeps running the slider line over in 3 and 4, but I'll tell you what, he's not going to be able to do it for long because Say is definitely looking to the inside coming off of turn 2 every lap as he's going to throw it down to the bottom in 1 and 2, try to get the run. Boy, they do that crisscross back there on the back straightaway. It looks like they're going to make contact, but they make sure to not. And we're inside 5 laps to go now, folks, so it's coming down to it. What's Say going to do with your race leader, Blake Majulis?
Yeah, Blake Majulis is definitely trying to hold on here, and he's starting to pull away. He's starting to turn up those burners just a little bit here. 3 laps remain here at the Fairbury Speedway for Blake Majulis in that 127 machine last time by. He was quicker than Evan Say, so he was holding some stuff left there in the tank as those popsicle sticks go up in there. 2 more trips around the Fairbury Speedway.
Yeah, maybe he was just holding it, saving a little bit of tire there for the last run. That Say he's going to mount up and try to charge over here in 3 and 4. He's going to run the top shelf, but Majulis just running that slider line in 3 and 4 is really, really a good line for him to run, and Evan Say just can't do much with him. But they're going to be side by side now down the back straightaway. It looks like the momentum will carry Majulis as they'll come out of turn 4. Going to get the white flag this time for your race leader. White flag is out, folks.
And checkered flag is out there for that 127 machine of Blake Majulis. Then second going to go to Evan Say. And then Zane Yost, Cole Cabri, Logan Ramsey, Devin Morgan, Brian Underwood, Shad Prescott, Dustin Hall, Sheldon Oberly. Then you go to Jason Stenny, then Austin Hunter, Howard Weaver, Jay Place finishing up 14, Tyler Ducharme, Benji Killian, and then you have James Boniface, Richie Yost, excuse me. And then you have Dylan Wilson, Eric Palmer, David Cobb, Brett Carter, Hayden Cardwell, and Jacob Lassiter rounding out your field here tonight. Well, we're going to take a brief pause as Blake Majulis celebrating here at the Fairbury Speedway. We'll take our brief pause, go down to BladeNote.com, Victor Lane, and interview our top 3 drivers here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I believe we're out of breath as we made our way on down here to BladeNo.com, victory lane here at the Fairbury Speedway. So, Justin Gledhill catching up with tonight's third place and second place finishers here. I'm going to make myself a little bit further down to pick up that winner. But Justin Gledhill, I know you're standing by there. We're third place here tonight.
Yeah, I'm over here with the 93 car of Zane Yost. After a really fast car earlier in the run, it looked like you were going to be the guy to kind of walk away with this thing, but started to kind of fall back there and fell to third, unfortunately for yourself. But tell us a little bit about the run, Zane. Well, see if we can get up with Zane. It appears he might be having some technical difficulties here. Yeah, let me make my way over here to the second place runner of Evan Say. Evan, boy, I'll tell you, as the laps were winding down, we really thought maybe you were just holding a little bit back there from Majulis. You were definitely faster the last 10 laps, it seemed like, but it looked there at the final 2 laps that Majulis really turned it up and couldn't do much with him there, though, huh?
Yeah, I went to slot him there, or thought about sliding him. I don't know. I think it was 5 to go, and he just entered a little bit lower than I expected, and I had to just back out of it, and he was able to pull me again, just off of that one lap that I messed up on. That I mean, it would have took me the rest of the race just to kind of get close to him again, and I mean, there's nothing I could really do there up the middle. I slicked off the way it was. It was kind of just follow the leader at the end. But was still happy. With the second. We ran up front for a good bit there, and just kind of made a small mistake there, entering top, and lost the lead. But we was able to come back in second there, and I definitely think we're just a little bit faster and Majulis there at the end. But
Yeah, it definitely appeared that you two, after the last 2 cautions there, y'all were definitely the class of the field at that point in time, starting to. I don't even want to say slowly pulling away from the field. I mean, y'all were really checking out there. So, we were watching it and talking about it, and we really just thought that, you probably were trying to hold something back, didn't want to show all your cards quite yet and save a little bit for the last few laps. But like you said, unfortunately, tried to throw that slider there, and he kind of ran the line you weren't ready for. So it's unfortunate, but it's part of racing. But, man, it was a heck of a run for you, though.
oh yeah, for sure. It's a pretty tough track in the big blocks. It's not a whole lot of space, but you can run, bottom to top, when there's still some moisture left. So it's a pretty fun track. But like I said, we're taking second, even though it kind of went single file towards the end. We're still pretty fast, so nothing to hang our heads about.
Great, Evan. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you that microphone one more time and let you thank everybody that you got to thank, bud.
Oh yeah, just all the guys at Team VLR. They all had some pretty good runs tonight. Also, everybody else that helps out. Kevin Deadman, his band, Dirty Grass Soul. StopFurry22.com. CFM Esports. Jim Emery Next Level Designs. Captain Morgan. Jeff Brown over at Iris and Flag. And just thank y'all for doing a broadcast for us tonight, and everybody that helps put on the series for us.
Great, folks. Once again, that's going to be your second place runner. That's going to be the 33 car of Evan Say. As I'm going to make my way back over here to Zane Yost and get up with him now, see if he's got those technical problems fixed. Zane, are you there with us tonight, bud?
You got a copy?
Yeah, we got you now, sir. Yeah, we were talking there. I was saying earlier that it really looked there at one point in time you were probably going to have the car to dominate tonight, but unfortunately some bad luck fell your way and kind of fell back there, but still a pretty decent run for you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was good probably the first half of that race, and then I kind of fell off. I didn't do much testing with me moving, but I mean, just rolled with what I had for the official races, and it seemed like it was a very balanced setup. I just needed that little bit more in the slick, and yeah, me, Blake, and Evan, we were throwing down. That was fun.
Yeah, definitely there just a little bit past halfway there. Y'all were, I mean, throwing slide jobs back and forth. We never could tell who was going to lead the next lap or even the next turn for that. It was a battle of about 4 or 5 of y'all there. Just looked like y'all was having a lot of fun out there racing like that and giving each other plenty of room too, so making it even better.
Oh yeah, it's great when you can have race like that where you're throwing sliders and everyone's given room so that no matter even if you fall back to second, you're still gonna throw another slider to get back to the lead. So it's like it's the respect thing. That's what's awesome about some of these drivers where you can actually race like that. I just hope it was a good race for the broadcast.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we definitely enjoyed it up here in the booth, and I'm sure all the fans of FERN enjoyed following along and watching this race too, because y'all was putting on a barn burner, that's for sure.
Glad I could partake in it.
But Zane, I'm gonna give you the microphone one more time and let you thank everybody that you got to thank on that car, man.
I got to thank you guys first of all for broadcasting this deal. I have to thank VLR for giving us a place to race every week, and it's stout competition. That's what I like about this game. And like to thank Santangelo Lake House, Pleasant Racing Supply, Full Bore Race Engines, 2BR, Yost Racing, Paul Mentor Racing, Tyler Summerlin Enterprises, Sutton Racing, and my team at Too Fast.
Folks, once again, that's going to be your third place runner tonight, the number 93 car. That is Zane Yost. As I believe now Todd has made his way down there to BladeNo.com Victory Lane and got up with our race winner. Todd, are you with our race winner tonight?
They're down here in BladeNo.com. Victory Lane with the driver of the 127 last week. Didn't quite get to the win, but to this week, really showing how fast he was here at Fairbury Speedway and how consistent you were. I know you had a little bit of pressure there from Evan towards the end of that one, Blake, but man, you seem to be able to handle that pretty well and take down the victory. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a crazy first half of the race. I really had no expectations of winning there. Really, I didn't feel too good, and was just kind of holding my own there in the beginning, and I really didn't know where I was most comfortable at. And I was telling Evan after the race, I was running that line at the end, and I've never seen that line be good here. And I tried it once, and I never went to a different line from there, and ended up paying off. But like I said, it's just these cars are so much different than super late or a crate or a UMP, and that line was just obviously different. Entering through the middle, right through the slick, it was just different for sure. I wasn't expecting that.
Hey, you're able to bring down the win here tonight. Definitely unexpected win. That's a great one to do at Fairbury. This is a very technical track with everything going on. A lot of different things mixing it up there. I seen 4 wide, 5 wide there at times. Towards it was even behind you there, Blake. So you thought it was crazy where you were at. Man, it was even crazier towards the middle portion of the pack. But man, coming to a track like this versus a track like last week. Uh, what kind of game change do you have? I know that you go from a biggest to kind of a smaller track.
Yeah, I'm usually I really personally like the smaller tracks. They're a lot tighter, obviously a lot more risking, and just a lot more at risk than what you would have at like a half mile. And obviously setups vary quite a bit. Like you're not going to run a Knoxville setup here, so you kind of just got to rebuild the whole process from going from a half mile to a little bull ring like this. So honestly, in every perspective, everything's kind of different from going from a half to a quarter. But looking forward to next week at Charlotte. It's another pretty good track of mine. Excited to see what that track holds.
All right, Blake, before I let you go, you have my microphone one last time. You can think or would like to thank your live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, of course. First off, I'd like to say thank you to D1RT Racing, Dylan Wilson. We tested earlier this week and it paid off, obviously. So thanks to him. ML Performance, CFM Esports, Swag Design and Media, Design 75, Jeremy Ray for the sweet wrap as always. Showtime Decals and Apparel, Reliable Energy Solutions, CD Cinematography, BK Designs, and Represent. Go check out rephard.com. They got some awesome apparel over there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking down tonight's feature win here is Fairbury Speedway. Blake Mazzolsi, the driver of the 127. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the top 3, man. Attrition race, a little bit of yellow flags here, and we got a little bit of everything here tonight.
Yeah, we definitely did see a little bit of everything. I mean, we seen the whoops over there in 3 and 4 get created and cars jumping it, even rolling over in the heat race which was kind of unexpected. I don't want to say exciting, but definitely unexpected over there. And then we just in the feature race, I mean, for the whole race for the most part was just a barn burner, especially up front. It was surprising to see how hard they were racing up front, on the front half of this race.
I definitely was interested to watch what they were doing, the different type of strategies each one of them had to play here throughout the night, and man, made for some great racing here at Fairbury Speedway. But man, just that, I think it's time for us to check out for the evening and take a couple of days off, relax. I know you just got done with a 16-hour workday, so Glenn Hill's been busy, so that's why he hasn't been on the Full Velocity Racing Network, grinding the midnight oil or whatever you want to call it out there. But appreciate Justin joining me here tonight, and hey, don't forget Jack Truin down there pushing all the controls, making all the magic happen. Hey, the best of the business, there's a reason for that, and that's right here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night, folks.